Hi everyone. As in the last class, we have discussed about the format of the company final accounts of the liability part of the balance sheet. As such, right now in the today's class, we are going to discuss about the assets part of the balance sheet, wherein in case of assets, the classification has been done non-current assets as well as current assets. The first one is non-current assets. In the today's class, we are going to discuss only about the non-current assets where the numerous working notes are available from working note number 13 to working note number 20th. Then as such here the working note number 13 says that the tangible assets. Then next working note number 14 intangible assets. Then later working note number 15 working capital in progress. Then working note number 16 intangible assets under development. These all are coming under the fixed assets. Then wherein a separate non-current investment working note number 17 deferred tax assets, that to bracket in net working note number 18, then long-term loans and advances working note number 19, then other non-current assets working note number 20th. Then let us see what do we mean by non-current assets. The non-current assets are those assets which are available in the organization wherein they are not the current assets. They are having an intention to run in the business for the longer period of time, which is permanency in nature. Therefore, again in non-current assets, the classifications are being done as follows, so that we shall go ahead with the discussion of the working note, each one of from working note number 13 to working note number 20th in the present class. Then here is the working note number 13 where it is a tangible fixed assets. Then tangible fixed assets are those assets where we can touch and feel, where it is physically existence in nature, wherein some of the examples are given as such: the land and building, plant and machinery, furniture and fixture, vehicle, office equipment, and other tangible fixed assets. This is with regards to the working note. The total of all this will be taken to the balance sheet in the non-current assets in that head as working note number 13. Then wherein once after that, this whatever the fixed assets are available in the organization, those are given at the historical cost. Suppose if the depreciation is being given for that, we have to remove from the particular fixed assets, so that because the asset is being existence in nature. Suppose if the asset is still in the process, at that time we are not going to provide an depreciation for that, where the complete asset of that is particular existence in the nature, where it is showing its performance of the production, so that's what the depreciation is being removed from the particular asset. This is with regards to note number 13. Then later we are having the note number 14, which is intangible fixed assets. Then what does the intangible fixed asset says that? Intangible fixed asset says that which is an asset which is imaginary in nature, where we can't see it, only in the eye of the law of the society where we can hear it, right? And then there are numerous intangible fixed assets are available as such. First one is goodwill, where we have seen that usually in case of other accounts, as the earlier accounts we are having the financial accounting and numerous final accounts where we are having, usually the intangible assets which we have seen is come across the goodwill and copyright and patents and all. But here numerous intangible fixed assets are available. Why? Because this is company final accounts, which is large existing in nature. Therefore first one is goodwill, as we all know that, which is intangible. Then trademark, brands and trademark. Brands is used in the business for the particular product or the services where it is available. Then trademarks is also a kind of name, a kind of fame which is given for a particular product, where it is recognizable in sign in nature, where it is having a particular name or it is having a particular the fame for that particular product. Then the computer software, then Masterheads and publishing titles. These masterheads and publishing titles is a part of goodwill of the company. It is also a title which is given for the particular product. Then mining rights, copyrights and patents. Then as other intellectual properties. Then what do you mean by intellectual rights? Here intellectual rights, it says that it's a kind of legal right which is given by the issuer of that particular product. He is the owner where he is having a particular right for that product. Wherein recipes, formula, models, designs and prototypes, these all are again a numerous type of intangible assets. Then later we are having the licenses and franchise. Then later other intangible fixed assets. These all are being taken together and it has been added, which we are going to consider it as total of intangible fixed assets. This total of intangible fixed asset, working note number 14, will be taken to the balance sheet in the asset side of the balance sheet. So that while solving a numerous problem, so that we shall have in-depth discussion with regards to that. So as it is a format with regards to discussion, so that we shall see it. The next we are having the working note number 15, that is capital work in progress. Capital work in progress, the assets which are being existed in the business, which are the process of that particular asset is working in progress, which is still it is not completed, it is in the process. So first one is, here we are having the cost of self-constructed assets. Which are those assets? Assume that the plant and machinery, suppose building, suppose machinery is available, where those are still in the process of the construction. At that time, we are not going to provide the depreciation for that particular asset, because still it is in the process, so that we are not going to provide an depreciation for that particular those assets, right? Then intangible assets under development. There are certain assets which are developed starting from the business till at the end when it creates the brand in the market. There are some of the assets which are being developed in nature. For that also we are not going to provide the depreciation. For this particular working note, whatever that we are going to add, that we are going to take to the balance sheet as the working note number 15. Here next year we are having the working note number 16, that is considered as intangible fixed assets under development. What does it mean? See, again an intangible asset, where first one is research and development on self-development assets. What does it means? Means it is a kind of expenditure which is incurred in the business where it is related to R&D, which is related to research and development. Where it is self-development phase, it is internally it is going to develop on its own, wherein it is specified in nature before the commencement of the commercial production. Because before the commercial production, the R&D department is going to work on that. Therefore, for this also purpose, we are not going to provide the depreciation for the assets. So even though these are fixed assets in nature, but we are not going to provide the depreciation, which is not a complete stage in the business. Then we are having the development rights, so that once when we are going to add the total of the intangible fixed assets under development will be carried forward to balance sheet on the asset side. The next here we are having, that is non-current investments. Then what does the investment made in a particular the thing, or a investment made in a stock, investment made in a share, investment made in the properties which is having a long run in nature, that's what those are considered as fixed assets. First one is non-current fixed assets. In that the investments are being classified into two types. First one is quoted investment and another one is non-quoted investment. Quoted investment, those are being traded in the stock market, wherein it is having a market value. When unquoted investment is a kind of investment where it is not visible in the market because it is not been traded in the market. Then wherein the investment, first one is investment property. In that first one we are having, the next is investment in the equity instrument, it is an instrument where it is having the owners of the companies are being invested. Investment in the preference shares, investment in the government or trust securities, investment in the debenture or bonds, investment in mutual funds, investment in partnership firm. Then these all are being taken as a working note under the head of non-current investment. Once after adding together, this will be carry forward to balance sheet as the working note number 70. Then later here we are having the next working note number 18, that is considered as deferred tax assets. What does the deferred tax assets means? The deferred tax assets are kind of the tax which is paid well in advance. When the tax is being paid well in advance, it constituted as an what? An asset for us. But with regards to deferred tax assets, what does it mean? Here it comes to an because the earlier in the last year the assets, based on the assets, the tax whatever that which is been paid, which is been paid well in advance. When the tax has been paid well in advance, at that time it become a deferred tax assets. For that, if any liability has been remaining, the deferred tax asset means what? A tax which has been assessed wherein we are yet to pay but not yet paid. Therefore, out of the deferred tax assets, we are going to, where we have paid the advance, out of that we are going to remove the liability of deferred tax liability for the current year. Therefore, the outer column we are going to take, this will be taken to carry forward to balance sheet. Then later here we are going to have the next working note number 19, that is known as long-term loans and advances. See, long-term loans and advances, this also comes under the asset part of the balance sheet. See, here we are having the capital advances. The next is security deposits. Then later we are going to have loans and advances related to third parties. Then there are some of the loans and advances specify the nature, right? There are, see, these all are again coming under the term of long-term loans and advances. Once we are going to add, then we are going to take it to the note as the working note in the balance sheet as working note number 19. Then here we are having the note number 20th as other non-current assets. In that first we are having the long-term trade receivables. Means what? Suppose when we pay a goods for a particular customer where he is a sundry debtor, suppose if he has not made a payment for us for within a maturity period, suppose if he has taken a more than 1 year for with regards to his payment, at that time we are going to consider him it as a deferred credit terms. Means he is yet to pay but not yet paid. That's what we are going to consider him it as long-term trade receivable. Anything which is receivable from the outside party where it has been more than 1 year, at that time it is considered as trade receivables. Then these all are again considered as non-current assets. Once after going to take the total to the outer column, this working note number 28 will be carried forward to balance sheet. Right now we have done with the non-current assets working note number 13 to 20th, so that in the next class we shall go ahead with a discussion with regards to the current assets. Thank you.